What's fucking going on, boys? Alright, Sunday, 7th of September, 10:30 p.m. I've just redone my Alchemy of Sam Bristow version 2. 0.0 was nearly 2 years ago. And for those that don't know, I made this video 2 years ago. And I'm going to show you. Okay, I made this video 2 years ago. 1 year ago, on 9th of January 2024. It is now Sunday, the 7th of September 2025. Okay. Now, this video is my best performing video. Nearly 2,500 views, 65 likes. Bunch of people really enjoying it, asking how the development's going. And you know what? I've been a bit quiet on it. Okay. And the reason for that, I've been fucking working on my goals. All right. Now, let's run through it. I made this document when I had just come back from a festival and I was feeling a bit down. I was feeling a bit sorry for myself. And I felt like I was meant for more. I was in university, I was studying, I was working, I was doing everything, but I had this burning desire to get more out of life. Okay. Apologies, I'm in bed right now. But I had this burning desire, and I created this on the 13th of December. I recorded it a month late, and the reason I recorded it a month late was this was actually my first video on YouTube, and it took a lot of courage for me to get that out there. Um, Back then, and even now, really, to be honest, I was very scared of what people thought about me. Something I'm working on now. Got my own Instagram. Give it a follow. Bristol on Cam. I'm trying to get over that fear because at the end of the day, no one gives a shit what you do, and something I'm learning all the time. And it's very fucking liberating, to be honest. But getting to the point, I made this thing on 13th of December 2023. Before I started my business, before I had all these goals set out, I wrote them. I wrote them down, and I had these things that I was reading. I would wake up every morning. I would read it. I'd read it before bed. Okay. And I'm not going to go, and again, you can watch this YouTube video here, but more importantly, I painted what I wanted my life to be. Okay. Now, this was my kind of big picture vision. Like what I want to be. I want to be masculine, respected, powerful, sophisticated, free, masculine. Like the list goes on. All right. And a lot of this stuff hasn't really changed. A lot of it is still very much so goals. And this is what I wanted my identity to be. Now, for those of you that don't know, you can't have what you don't already have internally. So, mentality, visualization, you can call it woo woo, you can call it what you want, but at the end of the day, if you're not doing it, you're not gonna have it. You can't have in the universe what you don't already fucking have. So, all of this stuff I didn't have at the time. Okay, I didn't have this physique. I still don't. I'm still working on it. I hadn't graduated. I hadn't had a personal brand. I hadn't had a YouTube. I hadn't done events. I hadn't been to overseas in villas. I hadn't flown business class. I hadn't been over to these places. I hadn't had my diet dialed in. Have I got all of that now? No. But a lot of it, yes. Okay, I'm currently in Bali at the moment. I'm in a villa. I'm doing everything that I said I was going to do. Now, obviously, this is my 2027 vision, but a lot of it's happened a lot quicker. Okay, so this was my legacy to date. I been doing all this, started my agency, right, then stopped, felt lost, and I kind of got to the point where I made this video and I made this manifesto, which is Sam is a six-figure per month online business owner. He's known for his masculinity, his goals. You know, Sam had moved out of home after completing his university studies. I just finished my university studies and now I'm living in Bali. I moved overseas. I took the risk. I am doing that right now. And it's so funny because at the time, that felt like a big goal. That felt kind of scary. Um, he channeled his discipline and grew his business exponentially. We're on track to be doing over $100,000 in the next month or so, USD. We started this less than 2 years ago. I have met so many new people recently. and I'm constantly adding them to my network. I have the best group of friends in the world. I have the best family, and I'm constantly meeting new people. And these new experiences are constantly improving my self-improvement journey. And I do have a love for travel and new experiences. I'm in Bali now. I'm going back home over summer. Then I'm going to South America. Then I'm going to Europe. And then fuck, you know what? I'm going wherever the fuck I feel like. But you know what? When I was writing this, I was in my room and I had nothing going. And fast forward a year and a half, here today. Okay, now obviously these are some of my bigger goals. I want a vintage Porsche, Fender, things like that. A bit of a bachelor pad, things like that, right? Like a routine and purpose driven. Um, but you know what? I'm working towards all of this constantly, and a lot of it I already have. I would say I'm ruthless. I would say I'm relentless. There has been God knows how many times in the last year, painful and confrontational situations I've had to deal with. All right. I've sat at my desk for 10 to 16 to 18 hours, days, weeks, months. Okay. I've missed out on friends' birthdays, things. I've done all that and I've sacrificed things to get to this point. And you know what? I wouldn't do it any other way. Okay. But these are some of the goals that I had. I wanted to be masculine, disciplined, fearless, relaxed. I wanted to dress well. I wanted to be groomed well. I wanted to be an athlete, an entrepreneur, complete my studies at a prestigious university, all whilst pursuing goals. We'd been earning over $50,000 a month while I was still in university doing my final exams. I used to be very emotional with things. I'm now very grounded. I'm still working on it. I'm very disciplined. I'm still working on it. I like to think I have improved these facets of my life. And if we go to the 2024 goals, okay? So it's obviously over a year now since I've reflected on these, and now I've reflected personally on them. But, you know, we make over $10,000 a month, and not all of it is income, right? I don't have a 9 to 5 job. I have not worked a 9 to 5 job since posting this video, quite like around then. I think around March 2024. It's been nearly 18 months. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 job. I'm living in Bali. I pay for all my things, all my expenses, everything paid for through the business. I have enough cash to be able to rent places. I have, and I am building an audience of like-minded people. Now, obviously, 73 subscribers, a few followers on Instagram isn't much, but I'm building the foundations. I'm learning the foundations. Okay. I've we built a successful business and it's still growing. Okay. And it's fucking nowhere near its capacity. We have a team of over 10 plus people now. I am right now, obviously these are things that are pretty hard. Clean diet. I limit my drinking now. I don't go out every single week. I still enjoy myself, but I'm not degenerate with things. I'm still working on this. I've ran 2, 3 marathons now. End of last year, I had a crack at 100K and did 70K. I'm going to be doing 100K this year, mark my word. And I'm in control. I have disciplined habits. I control my emotions and reaction to others. I stay present and I feel for joy. And I think this is the biggest thing I'm proud of. I really flirt with life and feel the joy with life. And you know what? All of this I didn't have then, but it was up here. It was up here. So it was just a recap of where we're at. And now we're obviously Sunday, 7th of September, right? I'm reassessing my goals. I was having a conversation with a few friends and I kind of got to the point where I didn't have that burning desire and drive anymore, right? And I realized I had achieved all those goals 6 months ago. So I need to set new goals. I need to set the bar higher. Okay. So this is my what I want my life to be. Okay. I want to be in insane shape. I want to get my testosterone levels, my libido levels to be absolutely sky high. I want to be the embodiment of what it means to be a disciplined, masculine role model for others. I want to work hard. I want to have my own villa or have my own apartment within the next year. I want to have like a sick garage set up, like a coffee machine, surfboard rack, things like that. This is obviously a bit, future goals, having a family, having a child, having, that dream car, that dream setup, that dream wife, just embodying this like attitude towards life of like just fucking getting after it. I want to be an entrepreneur that's like building in public, is like very transparent, very authentic. I want to build a brand. I want to build equity. I want to build awareness. I want to build a community. I want to be able to travel. I want to be in excellent shape. I want to document my journey. I want to have a group of friends and keep building on my network of friends that are in excellent shape, driven, purposeful, brothers. I want to be an athlete. I don't want to just be some slob. I want to be fucking running sub 3 hour marathons, fucking PBing high roxes, being fucking huge in the gym. I want to be mentally clear with my diet. I want to feel sharp. I want this fucking setup. I want this. This is what I fucking want. I want to be able to go to Europe, lock into a thing, have fucking Parmesan, prosciutto, red wine, Aperols, have fun with friends, go out to festivals, do it all. I want to live life to the fucking fullest. That's what I want. All right. And this is what I'm doing. I'm going to read this. I haven't been doing my last one for over a year now, and I've realized why. What, have I gotten complacent or some shit, Sam? That's fucking pathetic. I'm going to be reading this every day until these goals fucking happen. All right? Because the practices constrained in this journal are powerful and will change my life. I know it will, because it did in the last one. Okay? These things are very similar. They're universal principles that I follow. Okay? And it's something that part of my spiritual journey, I want to become a master at this. You're never going to master it, but I want to master myself. I want to know when I'm going to break. I want to know at what point, at how far can I get to? How am I going to cross that chasm? That's something I really want to get nailed in this next year. I'm going to have my daily ritual. Wake up early, positivity, strong conviction. Okay? Look at my vision board, look at my goals, and remember the man that I want to become. Remember that I need to stack the rocks and leave no stone unturned and be proud of my future self. Okay? I'm going to take massive violent action during working hours. I'm going to work like a fucking dog to get there. All right, I'm going to train hard and really fucking hard. I want to be in the best shape of my life a year from today. And it's only going to get better from there. I do not want to be some fucking slob of a fat cunt when I'm older, okay? I want to be tanned. I want to be a fucking stud. I want to be feeling, more importantly, not necessarily how I look, but how I feel. I want to be switched on. I want to empower others. I want to make sure to live life with joy, compassion, empathy, and conviction, okay? I don't want to let my mind deter from goals due to, emotions, fleeting thoughts, or external situations, right? I want to ground myself in the process because I'm fucking here for it. I'm going to wrap up my day with peace, with clarity, with conviction, and know that each day I am one step closer to becoming that man that I would be proud of, okay? These are my goals for 2026. And the thing with these goals is they're constantly changing. And you know what? I don't say that as a bad thing, okay? These goals here may be different come 2026, and I'll do a new video on it. And I'm holding myself fucking publicly accountable. A lot of people may think that I just do this for ego or arrogance, or I actually enjoy this. A level of that, yes, okay. But the reason I do these videos is I want to hold myself publicly accountable that if I do not hit these goals, then I'm a fucking disappointment. And not the disappointment that they're big goals and, whatever, but knowing that I am capable of them, but I'm not living up to the expectations or the capabilities that I have within myself. All of these goals I know are going to happen. And you know what? They've already happened. They just haven't manifested in a physical sense yet. I already know I'm going to have a six pack with 1,000 plus testosterone by the end of 2026, if not sooner. I already know that come, end of 2026, I'm going to be running a sub 3 hour marathon. I'm going to be fucking jacked running a 3 hour marathon. That's fucking, that's sick. I already know that Hugo, my business partner and best mate, we're going to go into the Rolex store, look at each other, buy a fucking luxury watch together, and go, you know what? This is sick. This is sick. I already know that I'm going to be traveling business class anywhere in the world at a snap of a finger. I could be in Bali here. I want to go to Europe tomorrow. No way in the world I could do that right now. No way. But you know what? I know it's already going to happen. I'm already thinking like that because you got to paint the picture before it's happened. Okay? There's cause and effect in the world. A lot of people go after effect before cause. Okay? Cause is the mental thing. You gotta think. You gotta visualize. You gotta have what you already have because the universe does not give you what you don't already have. I'm sure a lot of people here have seen Conor McGregor's thing where he's visualizing knocking, Jose Aldo or whoever it was out, and he knew how he was gonna do it. It's the exact same shit. The universe rewards you and rewards those that are clear, that are congruent in their vision. This shit's going to change your life. And I guarantee you that if you do this, you set clear goals and you take a ruthless action on those goals, you don't just sit there twiddling your thumbs, you take action day in, day out. Okay? These goals aren't going to happen without action. I'm training twice a day right now. I'm working 10 plus hour days. I am doing everything in my power to become that person. The person that where this, that is who I'm going to become. I already am that person. It's just taking some time to manifest. Okay? So, if we come back to here, these are my goals. All right? I want to be masculine, free, sophisticated, spiritual, respected, powerful, and caring. I really get a buzz off looking after other people. Okay? And selfishly myself, right? I just want to be I just want to be the fucking man, to be honest with you. And I get so much drive out of that. And this is what I want my life to be. I want to have, the 5 pillars in my life, and I want to dial them all in. I don't want just one. I don't want just a business. I don't want to just earn money. I want to be in sick shape. I want to be able to fucking run, lift, surf. I want to be able to go out, have fun. I want to have sick relationships, a sick friend group. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to build a business. Like, this is all what I want. And you know what? I already have it here. I know I'm gonna have this fucking shit. And I know this sounds so delusional to some people, but I know I'm gonna have this fucking shit. It's so deep. This is my new manifesto. Okay? Sam Bristow is a 7 figure per month business owner. Okay? He's known for his expertise in business and cultivating a movement that is founded upon health, fitness, business, and masculinity. He's completely transformed himself and his character is unshakable. He is known for empowering others and chasing his own goals regardless of what is in the way. He runs a business from anywhere in the world and is passionate about it. He cares for himself, his close ones, his team, and flirts with life knowing the wonders it holds, if you allow it. The business is successful, but doesn't hold him down. It liberates him, gives him passion, that burning desire. He also has a community of like-minded people, a community of people in which he empowers, he motivates, and builds meaningful relationships and connections with. It's founded upon authenticity, connection, community, spirituality, drive, and masculine prowess. He is a leader of it through empowerment, not selfishness. It's a place where people of like-mindedness can come together. Okay? He also has multiple houses around the world. He has a villa in Bali, apartment in Manly, travels wherever the fuck he wants at the snap of a finger. Doesn't let others dictate his action, makes the actions based on what he strongly believes. He constantly meets beautiful women from around the world. Alright? He has a tight network of masculine driven friends that drive him towards the goals. His daily routine is something that makes himself proud of his future self. He frequently hosts friends and families and constantly looks after them. He pays for holidays for the family. He pays for holidays for the friends. He takes them out for dinner. Okay? Parked in the garage, he has his dream cars. a Porsche, drives around on his daily in a Range Rover, white leather interior with his Rolex on. It's optimal for Sam's routine as a masculine, purpose-driven, and healthy individual, and I think that is the biggest thing. It's purpose-driven. He works hard early on, enjoys the fruit of his labor in his older life, ready for the start of his family with his beautiful and caring wife and family, right? He enjoys the finer things in life, is constantly present with things because he's done the spirituality, he's done the intelligence, he's done the things to allow him to get there. He's not worried what other people think about him, and he does things what finds joy for him. He's a master of controlling his emotions, constantly holds a masculine frame, and always provides for those around him. He has continued to improve himself to the point of divine masculine excellence. He's a symbol for others, something in which people like me right now are looking up to these people. That's who I want to be. I want to be someone that people look up to. And he takes great care of his health. He eats clean, exercises regularly, continues athletic pursuits and goals. He's intelligent, he's sophisticated, he's loving, caring, and he lives in accordance with these notions day in, day out. And he's forever becoming the man that his future self would be proud of, and he's enjoying the process because he's here for all of it, the ups and the downs. And these are the affirmations, right? So this, to a lot of people, may sound a bit egotistical, a bit arrogant, a bit delusional. But you know what? If you don't think about these things and you don't have these level of goals and you don't have that level of clarity around what you want, you're never going to get it. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I know exactly, and I think about it, and I think about it with emotion, what my life is going to look like. And it's going to be weird to reflect on this video because I already know I have all this shit. Okay? Do I have enough money to buy a Porsche? No. No, I don't. Do I have enough money to travel around the world right now? Not really. But you know what? I already have it in here. And it's just a matter of time for it to come to fruition. So it's Sunday the 7th of September. I'm going to record this video in a year's time or so, and we'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're on the goals. But you best believe that I'm fucking here for the progress, and I'm going to do everything in my power to become the man that is proud of his future self, to become this person. Are there going to be ups and downs? Are there going to be obstacles in the way? 100%. 100%. But that's the fun about